Akai Professional have recently come out with firmware version 2.4 for the MPC Live. So in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of all the new features in the new 2.4 firmware. Check it out. What's up everybody, my name is Matthew Stratton, helping you create music. And on this channel, I do setup videos, tutorials, and overviews, just like this one. So Akai Professional have done it again. They've come out with a really good update for the MPC Live. It has a bunch of new effects in it. We got sidechain compression. We got clip program improvements where we can actually change tracks and the clips still play, and a list of other improvements. So what I want to do is go over the clip improvements and the other improvements because they're going to be a little bit quicker to show you. And then I want to go over some of the other improvements that have been made. And then I want to go over the effects, including the sidechain compressor. I'll go over the sidechain compressor, just show you really briefly how to set that up. And then I want to go through all the different new effects and just go through a couple of the presets. That way you can get an idea of what they sound like. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So I want to start with a couple of the improvements that are easier to show you. So I'm going to start off with the clip programs, and then I'll progress to the sidechain compressor and then the air effects. Okay, so the air effects are going to take a little while to show because I at least want to show you the interface of each of the air effects. So let's go ahead and get right into the clip program improvements. All right, so with the clip programming, we're now able to play 16 clips simultaneously. And then another improvement is whenever you switch tracks after launching a clip, that clip that you launch will continue to play. All right, so if I launch the clip, you can hear that clip is going. Okay, so I can go ahead and change my tracks. I can go to menu. I can go to different areas in the MPC, and that clip's still going. I can even launch clips in different areas. So that's really cool. That's a big improvement. All right, so that's kind of a big deal. So check it out. I can go ahead and launch that. I can change tracks, and then I could play a synth. So now we can get some kind of performance going with the clips. So the next improvement is next sequence event. All right, so if I launch this here, so this sequence is going to get going here. So check it out. All right, and you can see that it's going through. So let me go ahead and go to menu, next sequence. Now I can go ahead and select a different sequence, for example, sequence 3 here, and then I can leave that area and you can still see it says next, and it's going to go ahead and trigger the next sequence. So I can go anywhere in here and it's still going to go ahead and trigger next sequence. So I can go in the program, I can do different things, and it still remembers that. So once it reaches the end of this sequence, it's going to pop into sequence 3. All right, so there you go. Okay, so another improvement is we can actually go to the start of the track using shift and stop. All right, you can see the playheads here. So if I push shift, stop, it brings it back to the beginning. All right, right to the beginning. So if the playhead's over here, push shift, stop, it goes back to the beginning. Simple enough. And another improvement is now we can load FLAC and OGG files. Okay, and this is both desktop and standalone. And we can also export FLAC and OGG files. So let's go ahead and see if we can see that option there. So let's click into there. Yep. So we got WAV, AIFF, MP3, FLAC, and OGG. So those file formats show up right there in the export menu. So there is a whole list of other improvements, and they actually included what those improvements are. So you can actually read those. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get to the release notes. I'll go ahead and find those and I'll link them. So you can go ahead and look at what some of these stability improvements are. So the next thing is we now have sidechain compression. All right, so we have a new plugin, and this plugin enables us to get sidechain compression. So MPC users have been wanting this for a while now, but in order to do this, we actually have to use plugins, and these plugins actually route the sidechain through the 8 different buses that it has. So I have this drum and bass kit. And then I got this synth over here. All right, so I'm going to use the kick from that drum and bass to go ahead and kind of duck the synth here. So let me show you how you can do that. So if I select this one here, and you can see pad A1 is actually the kick. So if I go ahead and go into the insert effects, I need to insert an effect here. So Akai Professional Effects. All right, and you can see right here it says Mother Ducker Input. So if I select that, go into edit there, we can see now we're going on bus 1. We got 8 different buses. So we just got to be mindful of what bus we're actually on. So I'll go back, okay, and then I'll go ahead and go to this track, and I'll go ahead and just plug it in right onto the whole track here. And this track is where we actually put the actual compressor on. All right, because this is the track that we want to actually be compressed. So right there, Mother Ducker, go ahead and select that, and boom. This is what the actual plugin looks like. So you can see you have all your settings over here, and then, you know, you can select your bus right there. Again, you got 8 different buses. And then over here, you can see your in, your key, your reduction, and your out. So let me go ahead and play this. So it's actually on a setting where the threshold is at -6. So it should start compressing right away. And it does. You can see right here, reduc. All right, and if I really wanted to, you know, hear the compression, you know, you could probably hear it, but I could just kind of mess with the effects here, the settings. And you can see how hard that's hitting now. And that attacks all the way on. All right, that attacks all the way up. Now let me mess with the release. Take auto gain off for a minute. All right, so that's pretty cool there. So now say that we just wanted the compression effects. So let's hear that. So let me go ahead and come back over to the main, and then I'm going to go ahead and go back over to the drum track. I want to play that, but I'm just going to turn it down. You can hear it's still getting compressed. So if we go over here, go ahead and go into that effect, edit it. If I turn it off, this is the straight sound, okay? No compression. If I turn it on, you can hear the compression. All right, and you can make it attack a little lighter. All right, you can mess with the release. You can make the knee a little softer here. Change your ratio. You know, all the standard stuff that you get with compression. So the MPC Live now includes 28 different air effects. So I did take a first look at all of these effects. I opened every single one of them up, but the footage is quite extensive. So I'm gonna break that down into 2 different videos. So what I'm gonna do is cover the 16 classic effects. So go ahead and click right here on the video on the left. That's gonna take you over to the 16 classics effects. And I did open up the 12 new plugins. So go ahead and click the video on the right. That's gonna take you to the all new Air Effect plugins. So go ahead and check out those videos if you want to know more about the air effects. If you found value in this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want more videos about the MPC Live. Continue to create music, and we'll talk soon.